Welcome to Unstoppable Mind Today, where we explore stories of resilience, transformation, and the limitless power of the human spirit to change. Meet Jason Park, a brilliant engineering student with a high IQ, yet he found himself standing on the precipice of failure. On paper, Jason was a genius, but in reality, he was trapped in a destructive cycle of procrastination and academic negligence. Every semester began with high hopes and perfect attendance, but by the second week, his motivation would completely vanish into thin air. He traded valuable study hours for instant gratification, losing himself in video games while his academic future slowly slipped away from him. The night before exams was always a scene of pure panic, trying to cram months of complex engineering knowledge into hours. Despite his natural intelligence, the results were always the same, a failing grade that reinforced his deep fear of not being enough. He was an engineering student with a 1.8 GPA, hovering dangerously close to being expelled and losing everything he had worked for. He watched others succeed and wondered why his high IQ was not enough to save him from this downward spiral of failure. Deep down, Jason was using his lack of effort as a defense mechanism, a way to protect his fragile sense of intelligence. He told himself that if he did not try, he could not truly fail, using laziness as a shield for his ego. This logic comforted him, because if he tried his hardest and still failed, it would prove he was not smart after all. But reality has a way of breaking through illusions, and the letter of academic probation arrived like a cold bucket of water. The disappointment of his parents loomed over him like a dark cloud, heavier than any failing grade he had ever received. He realized he had run out of excuses and time, standing at a crossroads where one path led to total collapse. In a moment of desperation, he sought the counsel of Professor Martinez, a mentor known for her wisdom and tough love. He expected a lecture about study habits, time management, or a scolding about how he was wasting his potential and tuition. Instead, she looked at him with intensity and asked a question that would shatter his world and rebuild it from scratch. She simply asked, "Who do you want to be?" A question not about what he wanted to do, but who he was. Jason was stunned, having spent his whole life focusing on grades and achievements, never stopping to consider his own character identity. The professor explained that discipline is not a gene you are born with, but a choice of identity you make daily. She told him that every action is a vote for the type of person he wishes to become in the future. Walking away, Jason realized that his problem was not a lack of ability, but a lack of a defined self-image. He understood that every time he skipped class, he was voting for the identity of a lazy and unreliable student. The realization hit him hard. Hitting the snooze button was not just sleeping in, it was an act of self-betrayal. He decided to change his identity right then and there, committing to becoming someone who shows up no matter how he feels. The next morning, when the alarm rang, he didn't negotiate with his fatigue. He simply got up because that is who he is. He stopped asking himself if he felt like studying and started asking what a disciplined student would do in this moment. The walk to the library in the early morning became a ritual, a daily confirmation of the new man he was becoming. It was difficult at first. His old habits tried to pull him back, screaming for the comfort of easy dopamine hits. But he treated every moment of resistance as a test, a chance to cast a vote for his new, improved identity. He started sitting in the front row, engaging with the material, not to impress others, but to prove it to himself. Saying no to distractions became easier because they no longer aligned with the person he had decided to be that semester. Slowly but surely, the results began to follow his actions, transforming his academic record from a disaster to a success story. He found that he wasn't just smart. He was capable of hard work, which was a far more valuable trait to possess. The fear of failure that once paralyzed him vanished, replaced by the confidence that comes from keeping promises to oneself daily. Professor Martinez watched his transformation, knowing that the seed she planted had grown into a strong tree of character and discipline. His discipline spilled over into other areas of his life, improving his health, his relationships, and his overall mental well-being. By his final year, the student who was once on probation was now leading the class with innovative ideas and leadership. Jason graduated not with the 1.8 GPA that haunted him, but with a remarkable 3.9, proving his true potential to everyone. He received a full scholarship for his master's degree, a testament to the power of changing one's identity and habits. He looked in the mirror and finally recognized the person staring back, someone who shows up, someone who does the work. Now, I want you to look in the mirror and ask yourself the same question that changed Jason's life forever. Who do you want to be? Not what you want to achieve, but what kind of person do you want to become? Take a moment to write it down. Define your identity clearly, because you cannot hit a target that you cannot see. Start tomorrow morning. When the alarm rings, remember that it is your first vote of the day for your new identity. You do not need to feel motivated to act. You just need to remember who you are and what you do. Discipline is simply the art of remembering what you want most over what you want right now in this moment. Like a seed pushing through the soil, your new identity will require time and effort to break through the surface. Jason's story proves that you are not defined by your past failures, but by the choices you make starting today. You have the power to rewrite your story. You are the author, the director, and the main character of your life. Do not let fear or laziness be the shield that hides your potential. Drop the shield and step into the arena. It starts with one small action, one decision to show up, one promise kept to yourself when no one is watching. Close the chapter on your old self. That person is gone. Today, you are born anew through your actions and choices. If Jason could turn his life around from the brink of expulsion to excellence, imagine what you can achieve right now. Let this story be the spark that ignites your transformation. Don't just watch this video. Let it move you to act. Join the community of those who refuse to settle for mediocrity, those who demand the best from themselves every single day. The view from the top is reserved for those who are willing to endure the climb. Be the one who climbs. Maybe you are sitting where Jason once sat, feeling lost and overwhelmed. Know that there is a way out for you. The path is simple, though not easy. It requires you to answer the question, who do you intend to be today? Growth is a never-ending staircase. You don't just reach the top and stop. You keep climbing, keep evolving, keep improving. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Build that bridge brick by brick, day by day, until it is solid. You will stumble. You will have bad days. But the person you are becoming does not stay down when they fall. Every sunrise offers a blank page. Do not stain today with the regrets of yesterday. Write a new story now. Mentors like Professor Martinez are everywhere, but they can only help those who are willing to help themselves first. Jason found his answer. He became the person who shows up, and in doing so, he unlocked his true potential. The door to your potential is unlocked. You just have to turn the handle and walk through it with courage. Consistency is the key. It is not about grand gestures, but about the small, boring things done right every single day. When you align your actions with your identity, work stops feeling like a chore and starts feeling like a calling. Your life is a puzzle, and your daily habits are the pieces. Make sure you are picking the right pieces. Prepare yourself for the opportunities that are coming. Luck is just what happens when preparation meets opportunity in the real world. From academic probation to student of the year. It wasn't magic. It was a shift in mindset and a lot of work. Don't underestimate the power of small changes. One drop of water seems insignificant, but enough drops can create an ocean. It is time for you to soar. Stop staying on the ground when you were born to fly among the clouds. Looking back, Jason is grateful for the failure. It was the wake-up call he needed to become who he is. Pressure creates diamonds. Do not run from the pressure in your life. Embrace it as the force that is shaping you. Sacrifice is necessary. You must be willing to give up who you are to become who you want to be. Feed your mind with the right things. Your mind is a garden. maintain it, or weeds of laziness will grow. Gratitude keeps you grounded. Never forget the people who helped you find your way when you were lost in the dark. Let your values be your compass. When you are lost, return to your core question: who do I want to be? Surround yourself with people who talk about visions and ideas, not just other people. Your environment shapes your mindset. You have the potential to be an inspiration. Your struggle today will be the survival guide for someone else tomorrow. Be a lighthouse. Stand tall, shine bright, and weather the storms. Your light might save someone else from crashing into rocks. Master your mind, and you master your life. It all begins and ends with the thoughts you choose to entertain. Be like water, adaptable, persistent, and unstoppable. Keep moving forward, no matter what obstacles are placed in your path. The prize is worth the price. The sleepless nights and the sacrifices will one day be your badge of honor. Define your summit. What is the mountain you need to climb? Identify it, plan your route, and start climbing today. Time is running out. Do not waste another second living a life that is smaller than the one you are capable of. Impossible is just an opinion. It is a word used by small people who find it easier to live in the world. Jason didn't just get a degree, he got a future. He earned his seat at the table through sheer determination. Build the bridge to your dreams. It won't build itself. You are the architect and the builder of your destiny. Imagine the feeling of checking off your biggest goals. Hold that feeling in your heart and let it drive you forward. Success is not just about career. It is about character. It is about being a good son, a good friend, a good human. The universe favors the brave. Fortune favors the bold. Be brave enough to bet on yourself when the odds are against you. Release your fear. Let it go into the wind. Fear is a heavy baggage that you do not need to carry. Find your balance. Work hard, but remember to live. Jason learned that discipline creates the freedom to actually enjoy life. You hold the key. It has been in your pocket all along. The key is your daily choice of who to be. Push past the pain. The pain of discipline weighs ounces, but the pain of regret weighs tons. Choose your pain wisely. Create value. Don't just consume. The world rewards creators, problem solvers, and those who bring something new to the table. Pass the torch. Share this message. If this story inspired you, share it with someone who needs a wake-up call. Talk to yourself like you would to a friend. Be kind, but be firm. Be your own best coach and cheerleader. Embrace the storms. They wash away the dust and leave the world clean. Your struggles are washing away your old self. Deep roots are not reached by the frost. Deepen your character, and the superficial challenges of life will not shake you. It is never too late to make amends. Fix what is broken. Apologize to those you let down, starting with yourself. Forgive your past self. He did the best he could with what he knew. But now you know better. The sun is rising on your new life. The darkness is behind you. Step forward into the light of your potential. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Take that step today. Do not wait for Monday. Your story can change the world. Live a life worth telling. Live a life that makes others want to be better. Come home to yourself. You have been away for too long. It is time to inhabit your own life fully again. Look in the mirror one last time. Who do you see? A victim of circumstance or the master of your fate? Who do you want to be? Answer that question, and you will find the strength to do anything you set your mind to. Thank you for watching Unstoppable Mind today. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Remember, you are unstoppable. Define your identity, do the work, and we will see you in the next video. Goodbye.